I'm not sure what's going on. Good afternoon, good evening, Allos. Right, so Pran asked me to do a video on recalibrating. So we'll go and choose something. Right, there's an armour, a piece of Bellstone Armoury. Health, explosive resistance armour. You can only recalibrate one thing. So, for example, we'll get rid of the health. So you go tinker, and we'll take the health out, and we will select probably crit chance, because crit chance at the moment with gold stuff, unless it's prototype, is capped at 60. With prototype, it's, by the looks of it, doesn't have a cap. Possibly, I don't know. My stuff, prototype, is only whatever the game allows us to have by leveling up prototype gear. Shouldn't diverse. So you push that and done. Now I can change that again to something else. So once that's the only thing I can change. I can optimize, and you just keep optimizing until it's full barred. Mind you, it does use down the bottom there optimization. It tells you what it's going to use a lot of. The more you optimize, the more it uses. Changing talents on specific pieces. Name stuff, you will never be able to change the talent. So we'll go to this. Repair skills, duration, skill haste, Alpine Summit, Augment. That's empathetic resolve, repairing and increasing the total weapon and skill damage by 3 to 15%. Blah, blah. If you like the repair skills, you wanted to turn that into I think that is actually pretty good, because you've got 18% repair skills, 30% skill duration, and for a healer build, you would probably never use it, but it actually is a good wee talent for a healer. That's the old way. With this new stuff, it's ever changing. You wouldn't even bother using this, because you would get better stuff out of prototype healing in the future, but that's what there is. So I might leave it and see what we've got in the backpacks. Okay, so that's skill health, skill damage, skill. It's all red. That could be used for something if someone wanted a red. Possibly a red. I'll just change the talent over and you can have a look. So you go tinker, go down to talents, and then it brings up your list of talents you want to put on any piece. Bloodsucker. Your drones could do damage. Your turret does damage. Seeker mines do damage. So with your is the bloodsucker talent. Go transfer. You can change your talents as many as you want. So killing an enemy adds a stack of 10% bonus armor for 10 seconds at a max stack of 10. So your toys giving you bonus armor, because they're away doing your drones scanning around killing things. Your turret is one place, but it's killing things because it's picking randoms and killing them. Your seeker mines are doing damage by and gives you bonus armor. You've got oxidizer. You've got anything that's doing damage to the enemy can give you bonus armor. it stacks up. Your stinger hive, stuff like that, and you go confirm, or you don't, you go back and then you go select recalibration, and you can change it again. Leadership, overlock, vigilance, and sync. Versatile actually. Opportunistic. It's pretty much really good for healer build. Unstoppable force. Killing an enemy increases total weapon damage by 5% for 15 seconds. Stacks up to 5 times your drone, turret, seeker, mines, oxidizer, foaming stuff. Well, foaming doesn't kill anybody, but it freezes them when you kill them. That could work. And you can just transfer that over. You want to use it for something else. Confirm. Now I've run out of money. But you get the gist. And it's the same with weapons like Stoner, Scotland, and St. Talent. Carbine 7, I could change that. The Huntsman, I wouldn't change that. The military, you could change that, probably not. What else have I got? Boomstick, can't change that. Designator header, you can't change that. Can't change that, but I could change that from steady hand to something else. It's not bad. It wouldn't take much to optimize. So Tinker Station, I've still got no money because this is my last character. But you get the gist of it, I hope. I got nothing to sell. Yeah, I've got nothing to sell. Oh, hold on. I can put money here, you muppet. What a muppet. What is 15? That'll do. Right, we'll do this again and go back into here. We'll do a gun. We'll do that one at the end. Right. Tinker Station. Steady hand, so I would probably put not killer. Strained close and personal weapon. Since it's a marksman's rifle, or what is it? It's a rifle. Select breadbasket. No. Killer. Yeah, killer would work for sort of a preservation. Yeah, that might do you. Opportunistic. But you could go strained because you get crit hit damage. Close and personal. It's a slow rifle. It's not gonna fast kill. Sadistic. That would probably be right because you're shooting from a distance. Amplifies weapon damage by 30% to bleeding enemies. After 4 kills, applies bleed. Nah, you want it quicker. Vindicate. Nah. Ranger. Nah. Spike headshot grant skill. Yeah, that could be an interest to somebody. Iris. Ignite. Preservation. Reform. I would probably go Headhunter or Boomerang. Nah. Determine. That was probably what I would have put on it. Determine. Because all back and forth, but you'll probably go determine. Transfer it. Done. Then you just go optimize. And recalibrate. Now, one thing that is the most important part. If your new stuff is not, where'd this stuff come from? If your stuff is not at 4 bars like armor and weapon damage, it's only like this, you've got to get your library attributes all maxed. There's no point in putting half stuff on. You're missing out and using a lot of materials that you're farming for as well. So you want to make sure your library is complete. My rate of fire, it doesn't really matter. I don't really use wall rifles for a rate of fire. Assault rifles, yeah, this is where you're mainly spending most of your time with stability. I haven't found a fully god roll stability thing on any of my weapons yet, strangely enough. SMGs, let's see, reload speed, it's one of the things. Your core's all done, so you can put anything. These have got to be full. These, it's what you choose and what your play style is. Like I'm missing 2 of them, 3 of them. Why would I change that to anything when I could use the weapon that it's designed from? Because it's better. That is the most thing, it's your library. The first thing anyone should ever teach you to do is fill this up. Then you can go in, transfer it onto anything. Knee pads, grip somber. See, now that's a good piece because it gives you everything you need. You just need to pull it out. You got armor regen. You need a bit of armor regen for the newer players. That is a really good piece. Got armor, skill effect, status effect, which is good. And you got your old turmoils, snow machine. I don't know what the hell I'd buy that for. Got that in there, like, or what I was doing with that. But anything can be changed. No exotics cannot be changed. You can only optimize them. Tinker and optimize it. So make it gold. If you do not have full bars and you have less, you are really wasting. And if you keep trying to optimize something when it is not full in your library, it'll tell you. So you cannot do it because your library is not fully complete. It's not bad. So team, that is how you recalibrate and optimize stuff. Your optimization table out here, mine will probably not done shit. Mods, you can craft all these. See, it tells me I can craft them. So just remember, everything carries over from your main character. Optimizing this, if you're low, which I'm not. Generally, you want to get it all up to 999. Knee pads can all be in a list on the right of your screen. Tells you random bonuses and random bonuses. You can craft name stuff as long as you have the blueprint. What is it? Cannot craft turmoil. What gloves is his name? Motherly Love. You got to finish off your specialization weapon projects to get Motherly Love. Very good gloves. Very good repair skill, skill duration, skill haste. I don't know if I have them. Another good thing is ammo dump. Specialization weapon. craft that. It's good for shotguns. It gives you ammo capacity of extra couple of rounds in your mag, bumps your mag up. Car's holster, that's normal. It's nothing from blueprints. Masks named. I think there is only. You can craft exotics, but you must have exotic components. I have 108. It requires you to have a catharsis mask or break one down. So you select item, it goes, all crafting conditions are not met. So I'm not missing something. So I'm missing a catharsis mask. So if you have a look in my build, I don't have one. So you go to your stash box and you'd have a look if I've got one in here. Don't have one. So we'll go to another mask. Oh, wrong weapon. I know I've got to do one of these. That. See down the bottom it says I've got one. Select item. And then it goes select item again. You've marked it as favourite, so what you do is you've got to unmark it as favourite. Like that. Unmark it. Go back. Bit of a slow process of doing this. I think you can do it through the tinkering thing. But you're crafting, not tinkering. Click on that. Select item. Says everything's met and craft. And see what it's done. It's changed. It's just given me explosive resistance, armor regen, and critical hit damage. And that's pretty much it. So you go back, back, back. Open up your inventory. Go to your mask. Click on it. Mark it as favorite. Tinker. And optimize it. And this is where it takes a lot of things. So you could have that at expertise 30 and then recraft it, and it could change. So when you recraft it, sometimes it will change some things. I think that we did stuff to something we could do it again, but it will never change some things. I'm a bit rusty on some of this now. And just keep optimizing it until you run out of material, I guess. Yeah, and it's all complete. And then you can go to tinkering, expertise, masks, and then you can start updating it to 30. When you get to 13, that's when you start using exotics. And that's when you decide what you're going to do with the mask, how many builds you're going to put into. And that's where I stop because I need exotics of something else. Done. Improvised mask. Now this is another important piece. So you go to chest, and you can find improvised masks in here. I would never use a improvised chest piece. I would use an improvised holster, knee pads. The reason, I wonder why I haven't got that locked, unlocked. Weird. I should have some in here, I believe. There we go. Improvise, because it's got an extra gear, empty gear mod slot, so you can build, could have mod slot there, 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 there. If you have a Gilligard mask, chill out mask, 2 mod slots, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8 mods. You could make them red, green, yellow. Could be quite good for extra mod slots in your skills, because you only got a mod slot there, and one there, which is empty. So you go and put a skill based on duration or haste. And let's see what we got. Nothing good. Yes, we'll just go to that one. Will do. God roll mod. And yeah, like I said, this is my fourth character, so it's just whatever. But generally, that's how you use your recalibration table and crafting table. Peace out. Cheer. Bye.